Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is default settings, how to get unstuck. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a few years ago, and the world has completely transformed since then. So if I encounter anything that is out of date, I will stop myself and give you the most recent information. At the end, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. Also, I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Default settings and how to get unstuck. What is your default setting? When you're under stress, what do you habitually do? How effective is it? Here are some examples. One default setting is to do nothing. If you just hunker down, keep your nose clean, not make any sudden moves, then maybe change will happen around you. If you're very, very good, someone will give you something. Another is to do everything. If you amp up your activity, do lots of reaching out and communicating, put a lot of effort into things, maybe you can make change happen through the sheer strength of will. And here's another, slightly different. Get very formal. Be ultra polite, politically correct. Show people how well-bred and educated you are, and therefore better and more worthy. The opposite of this is to get very friendly, hug everybody, bake cookies, make phone calls, show everybody that you're nice and therefore not threatening. Default settings come from our childhood. It's how we learned to get what we want when we were growing up, except they weren't very successful even back then. In personal or professional relationships, default settings don't work, or they only work to make you more stuck. I have people come to me whose partners are stuck in the do-nothing default setting. They're frustrated because the requests for change are falling on deaf ears. It seems like their partners expect them to do all the work. And I have people who've come to me who feel overwhelmed by their relationship. They need downtime, and their partner is frantically trying to keep their attention or demanding communication from them. In personal relationships, the very formal default deflates intimacy and connection. In professional relationships, the very friendly default is usually inappropriate. I've observed people who've been laid off, stuck in the do-nothing setting. They don't come to me for a session because that would be doing something. They send out their minimum amount of resumes per week to receive their unemployment check, and that's it. It seems as if they're just waiting for the universe to hand them a job on a silver platter. Job hunting in the do-everything mode gets you a job you don't want because you've applied everywhere, and gets you lots of first interviews with never seconds because you come off as frantic and needy. If you're engaged in your default setting, it's because you're stuck. You're operating from your programming rather than you as consciousness. You're not creating your reality, you're solidifying the illusion. Fear and disconnection are at the core of all default settings. We learn these behaviors as children because our needs weren't being met by adults who were supposed to be taking care of us. We were hungry, angry, lonely, tired, or sad. And probably the adult caretaker was at least one of these as well, though probably not the same one as yours. How do you get unstuck from the default setting? It's different depending on which one it is for you. If you're in do nothing, then doing something is a start. If you're depressed about not working and feeling like shit, figure out some baby steps, like updating your LinkedIn profile, or looking online at a website like Upworks, or Googling the job you're looking for and see what happens. In a relationship, it's sending her flowers or a thoughtful card, or even doing one of the things that your partner asked you to do. Taking an action when you're in do nothing mode indicates to the universe, yourself as consciousness, that you are ready for change to happen. Filling out an application at the bank or grocery store may not be the action in the direction you'd like to go, but the energy change may make a recruiter reviewing resumes on monster.com call you for consulting work in the area of your actual profession. The slightest gesture to your partner could completely transform the relationship. If you're in doing everything mode, stop and take a nap, or take a walk, rent a video, watch something on Hulu. The world won't come to a halt if you're not pushing it. Take a morning off and do something non-work related. Stop calling or texting your partner and take yourself out to a meal or a movie. Shifting gears down from doing everything creates space for something to happen. It brings you into yourself so that you're home when the Universal Parcel Service delivers what you desire. Take a deep breath and relax. If you're too formal, your partner won't fire you if you loosen up a bit. Let yourself become approachable. If you're too friendly, those people in the office who are on diets will thank you when you stop bringing in cookies every day. Try sitting at your desk and seeing how many people stop by your cubicle instead. instead. It's about breaking patterns that limit you from being your true self and creating your reality in your own unique way. It works best without effort, everything does. And baby steps are all you have to do. For the next 7 days, try this. Notice what your default setting is and notice when and where you're doing it. Once a day, do or not do something different. And notice how your life transforms by next week. And leave me a comment below. I love to read your comments. This is really applicable to what's going on today as well. We have so many things going on in our world that we're all continually triggered. And of course, then we revert back to our default settings. It's really useful to find out what yours is and bring yourself into the present moment by doing something different. Now, if you like these videos, please share them with your family and friends. And also click the like button and subscribe. And that way you're telling YouTube to share this information far and wide and get this out to someone who really needs to see it. And if you'd like a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the skybox technique and it'll give you a bigger perspective of your life and give you some ideas on how to get unstuck. If you'd like to learn some manifestation techniques, my self-study course, Manifesting Money and Miracles, would teach you how to energetically create miracles and money in your life. And if you'd like to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. There you can learn about my individual sessions where I take a look at you as consciousness and what's going on in your life today. I can answer any questions that you might have, and it's all recorded just for you. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a great preparation for my coaching special where I work with you one-on-one and give you specifically chosen consciousness techniques so that you can transform your life. And you can find out more about my coaching special at my website. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Morning Musings.